What if the thing you love the most, the thing you can't stop thinking about, could actually make you rich? Most people are told to be realistic, get a safe job, follow the crowd, play small. But what if that advice is exactly what's keeping you stuck? Tony Robbins teaches something radically different. Your passion is not a distraction, it's a direction. And the truth is, every successful entrepreneur you admire started exactly where you are, confused, uncertain, but driven by something inside them that refused to stay quiet. The real question isn't, can you turn passion into profit? The real question is, are you willing to do what it takes to make it happen? Because passion alone is not enough. You need strategy, you need discipline, you need the mindset of someone who refuses to quit when things get hard. In this video, you're going to discover the exact formula young entrepreneurs use to transform their passion into a powerful income stream. Not theory, not hype, real principles that work. Stay with me until the end, because one of these lessons could completely change how you see your future and your potential. Lesson 1. Passion is your starting point, not your finish line. Passion is often marketed as the magical ingredient that makes work feel like play, but in the harsh reality of entrepreneurship, it functions more like the fuel in a tank rather than the GPS on the dashboard. While it provides the initial combustion needed to launch a venture, passion alone lacks the direction and structural integrity required to sustain a business long term. Many aspiring entrepreneurs fall into the trap of believing that loving what they do is a substitute for a viable business model, leading to passion projects that drain bank accounts instead of filling them. The energy of excitement is intoxicating, yet it is notoriously volatile. It can vanish the moment you encounter a tax audit, a disgruntled customer, or a supply chain disruption. To move beyond the starting line, you must transition from a person who is merely excited to a professional who is deeply disciplined, recognizing that your love for the craft is simply the permission slip to begin the grueling work of building an empire. The danger of over-relying on passion is that it often creates a blind spot regarding market reality. When you are deeply in love with an idea, you are less likely to listen to critical feedback or notice when the industry is shifting away from your vision. Real entrepreneurs understand that they must marry their passion with a relentless commitment to mastery. Mastery involves the obsessive study of the technical aspects of your trade, the nuances of your competitors, and the evolving needs of your demographic. It is the bridge between being a hobbyist and being a titan. While the hobbyist performs when they feel inspired, the master performs because they have built a system that functions regardless of their emotional state. This evolution requires you to develop skills that might not be inherently fun, such as financial literacy, team management, and strategic planning, but are essential to keeping the door of opportunity open. Furthermore, the transition from passion to profit requires an understanding of value exchange. You may be passionate about painting, but if you cannot communicate the value of that art to a collector, your passion remains a personal luxury. Turning passion into a professional asset means identifying which parts of your interest align with what the world is willing to reward. This often means pivoting or refining your initial spark to meet a standard of excellence that the market demands. Mastery isn't just about being good, it's about being so consistently excellent that your name becomes synonymous with quality in your niche. When you reach this level, your passion is no longer just a feeling, it is a refined tool that allows you to outwork and outthink the competition because you have the stamina to endure the boring parts of the business that others abandon. Ultimately, the finish line is not the realization of a dream, but the creation of a sustainable, scalable entity that can thrive independently of your daily enthusiasm. Success is measured by impact and longevity, both of which require a foundation of ironclad systems and a deep understanding of market economics. By treating passion as the starting point, you respect its power to initiate action while acknowledging its insufficiency to provide a result. You must be willing to let your initial excitement evolve into a sophisticated, battle-tested resolve. The few who turn passion into profit are those who realize that the dream is just the blueprint, while the business is the actual skyscraper that must be built brick by brick through sweat, logic, and an unwavering commitment to professional growth. Lesson 2. Solve problems, don't just follow dreams. There is a pervasive myth in modern culture that suggests if you simply follow your dreams, the money will follow. This is a half-truth that has led many talented individuals into financial ruin because it centers the entrepreneur's desires rather than the customer's needs. In the world of commerce, the market is an indifferent judge. It does not care about your childhood aspirations or your personal bucket list. It cares about utility. If you want to get paid, you must shift your focus outward. Your passion must be the vehicle, but the destination must be a solution to someone else's pain point. People do not open their wallets to support your self-actualization. They open them to solve a problem, save time, reduce stress, or gain a specific advantage. The most successful businesses are those that act as a bridge between a current frustration and a desired future state. To find profitability, you must become a problem hunter. This involves looking at the world through a lens of friction. Where are people struggling? Where is the current solution too expensive, too slow, or too complicated? When you align your natural talents and interests with a gap in the market, you create a product-market fit that is almost impossible to ignore. For example, a person who loves fitness might dream of opening a gym, but a problem-solving entrepreneur notices that busy executives in their city lack 20-minute high-intensity workouts they can do during lunch breaks. The dream is the fitness, the profit is the time-saving solution. The bigger and more urgent the problem you address, the more leverage you have in the marketplace. Solving a bleeding neck problem, something that requires an immediate fix, will always be more lucrative than offering a nice-to-have luxury. This shift in perspective requires a high degree of empathy and social intelligence. You have to step out of your own head and into the shoes of your target audience. Who are they? What keeps them awake at night? What are the unspoken problems they face that they haven't even articulated yet? When you can articulate a customer's problem better than they can, they automatically credit you with having the solution. This is where passion becomes a superpower. If you are passionate about a field, you likely have the deep knowledge required to see the subtle problems that outsiders miss. By applying your enthusiasm to the service of others, you transform a selfish pursuit into a social contribution. This is the essence of value creation, taking your unique energy and channeling it into a form that makes someone else's life measurably better. In the long run, solving problems provides a more stable foundation for a business than following a fleeting dream. Dreams change. We grow out of them or find new ones. But the human need for solutions is constant. By building your brand around the concept of utility, you ensure that you remain relevant even as trends shift. You become a trusted advisor and a necessary resource rather than just another vendor selling a dream. This approach also builds a much deeper sense of fulfillment. While following a dream is about internal satisfaction, solving problems is about external impact. There is a profound psychological reward in knowing that your work has lightened the load for another person. When your passion creates value for others, the profit becomes a natural byproduct, a thank you note from the market in the form of currency. Lesson 3. Take massive action, even when you're not ready. One of the greatest obstacles to success is the paralysis of analysis, the belief that one must have all the answers, a perfect plan, and a polished product before taking the first step. In reality, the perfect moment is a mirage that recedes as you approach it. The marketplace moves too fast for perfectionists. By the time you have refined your idea to 100%, the world has already changed and your solution may be obsolete. Successful young entrepreneurs understand that done is better than perfect and that version 1 is better than version none. Taking massive action means launching before you feel fully prepared, trusting that the momentum of movement will provide the data you need to course correct. You cannot steer a parked car. You must be in motion for the steering wheel to have any effect on your trajectory. Action is the most effective form of market research. You can spend months creating surveys and focus groups, but you will never truly know if an idea works until you ask someone to pay for it. Massive action involves putting a minimum viable product MVP into the hands of users and embracing the feedback even if it's painful. This fail-fast mentality allows you to identify flaws in your logic early on, saving you years of wasted effort on a flawed premise. Each iteration, each rejection, and each small win provides a piece of the puzzle that you could never find while sitting at a desk planning. The goal isn't to avoid mistakes, but to make them quickly and cheaply so that you can arrive at the right strategy before your resources run out. Speed is a competitive advantage that can often outperform capital or experience. Moreover, taking action is the only cure for the anxiety and self-doubt that plague most beginners. When you are stagnant, your mind has the space to invent 1,000 what-if scenarios, most of them catastrophic. However, when you are busy executing, making calls, writing code, meeting clients, and shipping products, you don't have time to be intimidated. Momentum creates a psychological slipstream where confidence is built through evidence of progress rather than empty affirmations. Every small task completed is a deposit into your self-efficacy bank. You begin to see yourself as a person who gets things done rather than a person who has ideas. This shift in identity is crucial because it makes you resilient. When you inevitably hit a wall, your habit of action will compel you to climb over it rather than sit down in front of it. Finally, massive action creates a serendipity magnet. When you are actively putting yourself out there, you encounter people, opportunities, and information that you could never have planned for. Doors open for people who are moving. You might start out selling one product and, through the process of taking action, discover a completely different, more lucrative niche that you never would have seen from the sidelines. The universe rewards movement. By committing to a high volume of activity, you increase the surface area of your luck. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to trust that the next step will become visible once you've moved forward. Action creates clarity, and clarity leads to the precision needed to turn a small spark into a massive, unstoppable fire. Lesson 4. Master your mindset. The most sophisticated business strategy in the world is useless if the person executing it is sabotaged by their own psychology. Tony Robbins famously states that success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics, and this is especially true for entrepreneurs who must navigate the emotional roller coaster of building something from nothing. Your mindset is the operating system upon which all your skills and tactics run. If the OS is glitchy or filled with viruses like self-doubt and fear of judgment, the entire system will crash regardless of how fast the hardware is. Mastering your mindset means taking conscious control of your internal narrative. It involves recognizing that the voice in your head telling you that you aren't ready or that you're a fraud is not an objective reporter of reality, but a survival mechanism designed to keep you safe in the comfort zone. Fear of failure is perhaps the most common psychological barrier, but it is often misunderstood. In a growth-oriented mindset, failure is not an indictment of your worth, but a data point, a necessary part of the learning process. To master your mind, you must reframe failure as feedback. When an experiment doesn't work, it doesn't mean you are a failure. It means that specific method didn't produce the desired result. This detachment allows you to remain objective and agile. Similarly, the fear of judgment often prevents entrepreneurs from being bold. We worry about what our peers, family, or strangers on the internet will think. However, mastery involves realizing that people's opinions are usually a reflection of their own limitations and fears, not yours. To lead, you must be willing to be misunderstood for a long period of time. Training your mind also requires a disciplined focus on the gap and the gain. Most people focus on the gap, the distance between where they are and where they want to be. This leads to a constant feeling of inadequacy and burnout. A mastered mindset focuses on the gain, the progress made from where you started. By celebrating small wins and acknowledging growth, you create a positive feedback loop that fuels further action. This isn't about toxic positivity or ignoring problems, it's about maintaining the emotional resilience needed to solve those problems. You must learn to manage your state using tools like meditation, exercise, and environment design to ensure that you are operating from a place of abundance and possibility rather than scarcity and fear. Ultimately, your mindset determines your ceiling. You will never outgrow your own self-image. If you believe you are a small business owner who is just trying to get by, your brain will filter out opportunities for massive scaling and global impact. If you believe you are a world-class problem solver destined for greatness, you will naturally seek out challenges that match that identity. This internal work is the most difficult part of entrepreneurship because there is no off switch. You are always living with your mind. By investing in your psychology through books, mentors, and constant self-reflection, you turn your mind from a cage into a cockpit. You become the pilot of your destiny, capable of navigating through the storms of the market with a calm, focused, and invincible spirit. Lesson 5. Turn consistency into your superpower. In a world obsessed with viral success and overnight sensations, consistency is the most underrated competitive advantage an entrepreneur can possess. Most people are capable of working hard for a week, a month, or even a quarter when the novelty is fresh and the motivation is high. However, the vast majority of people quit when the trough of sorrow hits, that period where the initial excitement has worn off but the major results haven't appeared yet. This is the filtering phase of entrepreneurship. If you can simply remain in the game, doing the work day in and day out when no one is watching and no one is clapping, you will eventually find yourself standing alone at the top. Consistency is the process of turning small, seemingly insignificant actions into a compound interest machine that eventually produces massive, undeniable results. The power of consistency lies in the law of accumulation. Just as a single drop of water can eventually carve through a canyon, a single daily habit like making 5 sales calls, writing 500 words, or spending an hour on R&D can transform a business over several years. The problem is that in the short term, the results of consistency are invisible. This leads people to believe that what they are doing doesn't matter, so they stop. They look for hacks or shortcuts that promise faster results, only to find that these shortcuts usually lead to dead ends. A consistent entrepreneur understands that the boring, repetitive tasks are the ones that build the foundation. By showing up every single day, you build trust with your audience, reliability with your team, and a deep intuitive muscle memory in your craft that talent alone can never replicate. Consistency also acts as a powerful signal to the market. In an era of flakes and hustlers who jump from one trend to another, being the person who is still there 5 years later is a massive badge of credibility. Clients and partners want to work with someone they can count on. When you are consistent, you eliminate the risk factor for those who want to do business with you. They know that you will deliver, that you will respond, and that you are committed to your vision. This reliability becomes your brand. It separates you from the crowd of amateurs who are only active when they feel like it. As the saying goes, consistency beats talent when talent fails to show up. A moderately talented person who works every day will almost always surpass a genius who only works sporadically. To make consistency a superpower, you must stop relying on motivation and start relying on systems. Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes. Systems are structures that ensure the work gets done regardless of how you feel. This means setting non-negotiable daily routines and focusing on the process rather than the prize. When you fall in love with the process of showing up, the outcome becomes inevitable. You stop worrying about when the success will come and start focusing on how you can improve your output today. This stoic approach to work protects you from the highs and lows of the entrepreneurial journey. By the time the world notices your overnight success, you will know that it was actually the result of thousands of invisible, consistent days that paved the way to the podium. Turning passion into profit isn't a dream, it's a decision. A decision to stop playing small. A decision to take control of your future. And most importantly, a decision to believe that what you have inside you is valuable enough to change your life. The journey won't be easy. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you question everything. But those moments are not signs to quit. They are tests to grow. Every successful entrepreneur you admire faced the same challenges. The only difference? They didn't stop. Tony Robbins reminds us that success leaves clues. If you follow the right principles, passion with purpose, action with consistency, and mindset with resilience, you can create something extraordinary. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are, use what you have, and build step by step. Your passion is your power, your actions are your proof, and your future, it's waiting for you to claim it.